more. Man, I look cool. Okay, first thing that we're doing is, since I have been away for a bit, our jobs are done. So let's go back to the War Council. We'll go back to the War Council and finish our jobs, which are very nice. So we'll receive a few more extra. There was only really one other job that we could do. We will get a Ferelden Captain Longsword for that. And we can get another 117 gold. The Inquisition also gets some.
You're not pleased.
I am not.
So every single time that Josephine generally finishes that job, I generally put her on that again. However, we still can't do anything else because we do not have all that much power.
Let us begin.
However, it is better than nothing. So, hopefully we'll get more gold. Around half an hour, unless something really amazing is about to happen. I'm going to pull it on a cliffhanger, but that's because I'm a bastard like that. So, let us see where we're at. Okay, that's cool. What? Okay. That. And we shall just... I think that is all we can do for now. So we'll look at the quest maps. As you can see, we got a few quests here. That is for the... Whenever it says the threat remains, there, that will be a part of the major storyline, but we don't really want to do that just yet. We want to really focus on these mini quests. And the reason why that is because of because we are on Nightmare difficult. Everything is a hell of a lot harder. And we want as much leveling as we can, and at the moment, I can't actually remember what level we are. We are level 3 at the moment. To even attempt the next part of the storyline, I would say on easy, you would want to be at least level 5, level 6. On Nightmare, it is so much worse. So on Nightmare, I would say it would probably be best that we would be at least a level 8. Now, that doesn't mean we can't do that quest that is on the map at the moment. That is here. We can do that. That would be fine. However, we would not be able to unlock the new region for quite some time. When I play games, I thought I should probably point this out. I'm more the person that plays games and goes for the storyline. I enjoy the storyline. I find it fun. I'm just there to enjoy myself. I'm still here to enjoy myself this time, but I'm here for business. Let's be honest. I'm here to get the trophy. I'm here to kick ass and take names. Now, although this is the case, this is gonna suck. Okay, what's this? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Oh, okay. This? We just leveled up. Oh, thank God. Okay. Keep pressing that wrong button. Okay. So now we can level up. It is just us. What is this? Flow of battle. Every critical hit reduces the cooldown time. Oh, yes. Okay. Strength increases the damage that you do. Stamina is obviously how much you can actually do. What's this? Stamina, strength, stamina. Okay, so it looks like the... Oops. Okay, so it basically looks like the major things that we can actually unlock
Come on.
Oh, here we go.
Come on, please
Here he is.
help my wife.
Come on.
You there? Can you help my wife? Please, I beg you.
What's wrong?
What's wrong with your wife?
She gets sick when the weather's foul. Can't catch her breath like cobwebs in her lungs. Our son Hindle makes a potion that lets her breathe. He's the only one who can make it, but he's joined that cult in the hills. Please, get to him and tell him what's wrong. Without that potion, she'll die.
Okay, so that is the first mini quest that we've really received, other than the requisitions. We got another requisition before that we need to get the decorative gems for, but we'll get that. It's not exactly something we can hunt for. We have to kill Templars and that sort of stuff, and it will take us a while to get that sort of stuff, and
Well, let me know
it's not imperative to the storyline. Some quest lines you get will actually help you with the story, but most are just like, yeah, you can do this if you want, but if you don't, it doesn't.
It's going to be a long, hungry night. These people need food. There are rams out in the hills. Good eating, cooks easy, and no lords around to kill you for poaching. Too dangerous to go hunting now. More likely to find mages than luck.
Okay,
Good
so
luck.
this is the first what I would like to call major quest line. It's something that you're going to have to hunt for. It's something that's going to take time, and it's going to be annoying. However, it actually helps you out quite a bit in the long run, because it teaches you about scavenging and all that sort of stuff. Oh, it's elf food. Let me get that elf. Okay, so each quest you do, you will get influence, and you generally also get different things as well. So depending on what you get, you might get a shield, you might get money. This isn't always the case, but it does.
Where are they coming? Full villages. Where are their coats?
What do you need to keep these refugees warm?
Blankets, warm clothes, all of it. These poor sods lost everything when the mages and the Templars went crazy. If we were in a village, I could just pinch a blanket off a clothesline and be fine. Out here, I'm sure the apostates have plenty of supplies, just haven't been able to find them.
Okay,
Farewell.
so
And to you.
unlike the ram, I keep... Oh, I'm terrible at this. Okay, so unlike the ram storyline, in the elements is a lot harder, because there are actually only 5 specific caches that you can find. But I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try... Actually, we'll go here. So we're going to establish this camp, go over here, and then we're going to go over here. And if we're strong enough, we're going to try and take out this rift on the way through. Hopefully. Doesn't always work like that, but hopefully it does this time. You don't have to grab all the camps. It is a side quest of sorts to actually grab all the camps. You don't have to do it, but it does help a lot. It means you can fast travel through different sections. You don't have to actually get to different areas so slowly. So as you saw before, we got a new plant called Embryon. Embryons are very similar to elf root, and they do come in
This would be
handy,
a good place to set up camp.
but they're not used for as many potions as elf root. Okay, so that was our first camp. So as you see, we got an extra 50 influence. It says once established Inquisition. Basically, it's the same thing as well. It's just a quick travel point. Okay, so before we do anything, let us grab this quest. Now, quests aren't always grabbed by people. They can also be grabbed by this sorts of places. So this guy was obviously holding it. He got shot by an arrow, and it fell down. That looks like a really unpleasant way to die. I gotta be honest. Anyway, so, and blood lotus. Blood Lotuses are good for a future potion that we'll get, and when we get that, I will let you know what it does. But it is a really cool potion. Okay, some more Embrium. So Embriums mainly grow near water. Not always. It's not always near water, but generally near water. Okay. So this is an Ocularium.
And for what?
Ocularum? I don't know how to pronounce it, but anyway. This is a new mechanic of this game. So you look around with the right control stick, and you look for the shiny points.
Of course, it had to be a storm, like creepy shit.
I always have trouble with these. Like every single time. Every single time that I try, and then I found the fourth one relatively easily. If you find all the shards, while looking through this, the actual skull will stop glowing, which is handy. You have to find those shards with the skull to actually be able to collect them, and to actually get one of the trophies that we're trying to get. You actually have to find every single shard in the game. It's annoying. It's going to take a lot of time, and if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have to fight a dragon to actually get them all, which is going to kill me on the inside, but you know, it'll be fun. So we found that camp, and as I said before, we're going to try and take on this rift. Now this is going to be the first major rift in this area that we're going to try and defeat, and there are rifts in this area that are level 12, so you have to be at least level 12 to to find it relatively easier to defeat the rifts. However, even if you are level 12, on easy it can be difficult. So let's see. Okay, they don't have red skulls above them, so that's something. If the enemy has red skulls on them, it's not wise to try and attack them. It's not wise to attack them anyway. So as you can see, having 2 warriors is handy, and it will help you a lot in the long run. I didn't mean to do that. So, yes, So after you defeat each enemy, it gets sucked back into the rift, and the rift will open once more to give out more enemies. Depending on the difficulty of the rift, will depend on the difficulty of the enemies. So at the moment, the enemies are relatively easy and not overly difficult to defeat. However, since we're on Nightmare, it is still annoying. So we have to get these out quickly as possible, and if we can actually defeat these guys, it will mean that we can we will have defeated one more, and it will make our lives easier to get one more. So as you can see, it's because it is on Nightmare, it is making our life a living hell. Okay, I'm gonna quickly revive Cassandra, if it actually lets me. So since I can revive characters like this, it makes my life a lot easier, because there is this one here, and I'll just stun him like that and grab one more character, because I really don't want to die. Like that. Ow. Okay, so that's the last. That rift would have been no problem whatsoever. You would not have had any issues with actually closing that rift. However, since we are on Nightmare, it is a very different story. The fact that it's just taxes you so much, like everything costs you more potions to actually do, and we got more power. So the more power you get, the more things that you can do, and it actually does come in handy. So we want to get there. That is the plan. The plan is to get to there. However, we just defeated this rift and we're really, really low on potions. By really, really low, I think we got none. No, we got one.
Much as is possible.
Okay.
The fate contains
So
wealth
we're
of
going to
knowledge
quickly
for
go
those who
back
know
to
where to look.
our camp.
Sure, but I don't know how you dream.
Okay.
Let alone wander around in there.
Okay.
Especially when the shit that comes out of the Fade generally seems pretty cranky.
So are humans. But we continue to interact with them when we must.
So we'll rest, we'll heal up all our characters, and then we'll head back to hopefully defeat another rift. Now, it's not always like this. You're not always going after rifts, you're not always hunting, and you're not always, like...
Nothing to report, sir.
Although there is a huge amount of rifts to close, there is a huge amount of enemies to do, the whole game is not about that. There is a vast map to explore. There's huge amounts of enemies, of allies that you have to find, missions that you have to accomplish in different ways, and ooh, another ocularum. Oh, it's that one. Okay, so since we can jump in this game, we can actually jump up here, which is handy. In previous Dragon Ages, you could climb, but you could not jump as much. And since you can jump in this game, it is great and also annoying, because although it's handy that you can jump, it also makes it quite a bit more difficult in some aspects, because it expects you to be able to jump. And wow, I'm really finding these easily, which is great for me, but doesn't really help with my point, trying to show that they can be hard sometimes. Okay, so we want to continue in this general direction. So I'm going to go through here because I think this is the way we're supposed to. So we'll go around here. Yeah, there it is. So that's the rift we're going after. That rift over in the distance. Hopefully... Oh yeah, this one shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so in that cabin there is a quest that I absolutely love. And the reason why I love it is because it gives you a bit of a... If you have never played one of the games before, you have a pretty open mind about both mages and Templars. But this is the first real, I would say, mission quest line that would give you a sense of who's better than the other, because you have to choose one or the other. However, it doesn't really give you any information on which one's better than the other. Unless you read through all the codexes and that sort of stuff, you're not really given a clear, I'm trying to think of a clear amount of knowledge, I would say, about who should be chosen, who's better than the others, and it's just, it can get confusing which person you should choose. Not all choices are clear, which I love about this game, because no choice is the right choice. Like, yes, some choices are better than others, and less difficult, but it's still a matter of are oppressed and deserve their freedom, while other people, like, no, they're dangerous. You've seen what they've done. It's like they haven't deserved their freedom. Widow Mara.
Templar bastards killed my husband and stole the ring from his finger. They deserve to die.
Templars killed your husband?
You're saying the Templars attacked your husband?
Aye. He was digging out a stump. The fools couldn't tell a shovel from a mage's staff. Had to be safe, they said. Rebels everywhere attacking by surprise, sick bastards. They took the ring I gave him on our wedding day in case it was magic.
Okay then.
Farewell.
So basically, she's a farmer's wife. And her husband was killed out of nowhere because he was, well, farming, digging out a stump, as she said. And because of that, he got killed. It's just showing you the casualties of war. And it's... not many games will really show you that level of depth. That it's not just the big battles that are fought, it's also all the things that are going wrong. And what is that? Oh. I thought I saw something up here and I was like, what it was. But anyway, we're gonna go this way and hopefully we're getting near the camp. Now, I try and get all the camps as early as possible, but as I said, that's me playing the game on a much easier difficulty.
Excuse me, have you seen another Inquisition scout? Elven woman, answers to Ritz.
Hey look, she's a unicorn! Anyway, and another mission. We're getting missions left, right and centre.
Hasn't reported back.
Well, she was supposed to be checking on some apostates. I'm on duty here, or I'd go look for her.
Okay, so that's just asking us to find one of our scouts. And basically, it's, that's an interesting one, but I'll leave that for another time. But, yeah, it's really interesting to show the casualties of war aren't always the big battles of thousands of people dying. It's the actual, the smaller effects, like the people starving, people going cold, and they show that really well in this game. Like one of the first side quests that you get is actually feeding the refugees that have fled from their homes, and also their oh, chest. I've never noticed that chest. That's another thing that I love about this game. There's always something new to look for. And it's just absolutely amazing. Anyway, I digress. I do that a lot. So, yeah, it's one of the first quests that you ever get in this game is to feed and clothe the people that are affected by it, and to get vengeance upon for a woman because her husband was murdered. Or insane. Okay, so the caches are not like a usual thing, a collectible or something. We actually have to mark the locations on a map, and then we have to hand the map back.
One of the supply caches Whittle wanted us to
So, because it's a group of weapons or clothing and that sort of stuff. Come on, die already. Okay. So holy crap, how did you not die? Okay, just to make the point abundantly clear, when you're on easy or casual or whatever they want to call it, those goats go down with one hit. So it kind of amazes me that it's like, wait a minute, why didn't you die? I was just expecting it to, you know, it's like, oh look, I hit it once, should die, and it's like, wait a minute, what? It's like, why didn't it die? Okay, so the last time we put in points, we put into frost, so this time we'll put it into healing. Healing generally isn't my biggest worry when it comes to this game, and that is because generally I don't have to heal. Oh good, he's almost dead. I can deal with this. Okay. I was a bit concerned about him because, as you can tell, he had the huge shield, which means he's hugely annoying when it comes to trying to kill them. And what is that? Oh, okay. I obviously did kill it. So yeah, in every area there's a certain amount of rams. They will respawn after a while, but if you keep farming that one area, you will miss out. Okay. Okay. So this gives you a phylactery. Now, a phylactery is a vial of blood. Now, this vial of blood gives you... It gives the Templars the ability to find rebel mages, and it's actually the blood of a rebel mage. So when they have, when they are given to the circle, they actually have to give blood, and when they give this blood, it's magically sealed, and this is my basic understanding. But so they give their blood for them to be tracked. So if they become traitors, they will actually be given. They'll be able to be tracked down, and they will be hunted down, and they will either be brought back to the.
I really am in the ass end of nowhere now.
They're either given back to the circle, is what I'm trying to say, or they are killed if they keep running. There is another. There's something else that might happen if they just keep fighting and the Templars just keep catching them and don't kill them. They might become tranquil. Now, to become tranquil means that they can no longer use magic, and they are... I'm trying to think of a word to describe them, but it's like they're dead inside. They're just neutral. They just don't care about anything. Okay, so this is the scout that we were trying to find earlier. So let's talk to Riz.
So, the truth. I may have been, passing time with Eldredda.
I'll let you decide what that means to yourself.
You were trying to find a moment's peace in the midst of this war.
Yes. At first, she was just a mage who saw me and didn't attack, but later So, are you going to report me?
Okay. So this is sort of action. Given on your response, will give you the ability to get a new person for the Inquisition. Although that she already worked for the Inquisition, this will make her an agent of the Inquisition, helping you out in different situations. To get this agent, you have to choose Varric.
Look, kid, if you can talk an apostate out of her pants in the middle of a war, you've got a gift. Use it. Make contacts, get information, and help the Inquisition. Do that, and our lips are sealed.
All right. I can do that. And thanks for going easy on me.
So we get more power, and now she is our agent, which will help us in different situations. Now, you'll get the ability to get different agents for different things. Some agents can do multiple things. Some agents are just under one person. Now, although some agents act a bit shifty, like they will help you with being a smuggler, or they will help you being assassins or something. Now, although you might think, oh no, I can't do this, you got to remember this is a time of war. And because it's a time of war, many things have to be done, and you have to accept the fact that bad things happen. So you have to use all the contacts you can get. I will try and get all the agents that I can, but it's not always possible, because sometimes you won't have the correct person on you. Sometimes it's just not easy to actually get. However, it's generally, and I say generally, you can get it. Okay, so you remember the elf's wife is sick, and the son who knows how to get the potion is in a cult. This is where the cult is held, in this shambling keep. So we'll switch back to, and we'll talk to the leader.
I know you. They call you the Herald of Andraste for what you did at Haven. But are you? The Maker has not told me.
I believe I was chosen.
I am the Herald of Andraste.
And do you claim to hold power over the rifts the Maker has opened in the sky?
I can seal rifts, yes.
Then prove it. Show me that the rifts bend to your will, the will of the Maker. Show me the power you wield.
What does your cult believe?
This cult? What are you doing out here? What is it you think is happening?
The Chantry has fallen, and shown its imperfection in doing so. The Chant of Light was a lie. It was arrogance to think that mortal lips could frame the Maker's will, and so we wait in silence. The Maker has opened the sky. Soon he will call his chosen back to the Golden City.
Until later.
Until the
I'm guessing that's happening because the door's not open yet. Okay. So, this is going to be the end of this episode, but basically to get the approval and another agent for the Inquisition, but this agent isn't just one person. This agent is the whole cult. It's this whole area of people. So, to get these agents, we have to seal that rift. However, we will do that next time. So next time we're going to seal the rift, we're going to do some more side quests, and yeah, we're going to have a bit more fun, get a bit more agents.